everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where tonight, this evening, we got some MLB free agency news, updates, rumors, even some trade rumors in here as well. Lots of stuff to break down. Aaron Judge to the Giants, freaking Seattle looking to trade some more dudes. Lots of stuff to talk about, guys. We're so excited, so please hit the like and subscribe button. I'm your host, Let's Play Live.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle, and yes, guys, welcome in, everybody. This one is going to be a little bit shorter. Normally tonight, if you guys are new here and you don't know it already, we usually go live or we'll create a podcast with Jimmy. But Jimmy, he lives in America. It's American Thanksgiving this weekend. So, you know, big shout out to Jimmy and his family. You know, go enjoy the turkey. And shout out to all of our American followers who are also enjoying their Thanksgiving week this week. With that also being said, it's also a reason why there's not too much going on right now in the MLB.
Yeah, it was really hot about a week ago. I mean, it was honestly hot this weekend even, but it is slowing down a bit. However, there are still things trickling out into the media that I think have already happened that might not be all going on right this second, but it's like we're now becoming privy to them. You know, it's like light is being drawn on everything that's going down because last week was crazy, and I imagine after Thanksgiving, after Black Friday, it's gonna like heat up like crazy again.
Dude, which is funny because just not to derail the topic here, but we did hear rumors about Cody Bellinger coming up with the decision by Friday.
Right.
So after it all, so
yes,
that makes sense.
That could honestly make sense, folks. But a lot to talk about, so let's just dive straight in. First things first, we got a video here of Aaron Judge coming into the airport, and it ain't the New York airport. Let's go to it. John Morosi put this out. I think it was a fan, but then obviously people picked it up. Yeah.
Aaron Judge in San Francisco, what are you doing in the city?
Just visiting some family and friends. That's about it.
Oh yeah, any fun plans?
Wink.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, if everyone see that wink there.
Yeah.
Everyone see that wink? Right. There!
Yeah.
Right there!
Big breaking
news, everybody!
Yeah.
But yeah, Aaron Judge, we haven't even talked about this yet. It is confirmed, he is meeting with the Giants. He is there for family and friends. Like we said, Thanksgiving. He's from the Bay Area. But while you're there, I mean, the Giants are like, hey, stop by the office.
It's a two birds, one stone situation, right? Where obviously, like, hey, why not? Like, I'm here. They're a potential suitor. My family's here. I could see myself playing here. How much money are you guys going to pay me? And are we going to be competitive? And those are probably going to be a lot of the conversations that Aaron Judge has. This is what the Yankees wanted to avoid, and they were unable to do so, right? Now he is and available to do this. This is like going on a date. You know,
he's going on a date right now. Oh, as a Yankee fan, and shout out our Yankee fans, man, how do you feel about this? Let us know in the chat, because I would feel, if I saw Vladdy after putting up an MVP year, going to other teams, I would not be feeling good.
Literally, dude, like, Aaron Judge just put up one of the best years ever, and now he's going out, and there is a lot of prospective suitors out there wanting to take Aaron Judge and sleep with him.
Dude, my favorite suitors to have sex with Aaron Judge is the Giants. Yeah. I've said it before this season, man. It's just too good to be true. They have so much money to spend this offseason, and guess who wants a lot of money? Bring the boy home, Aaron Judge. What do you think about this? Do you think there's a possibility that this could actually happen? Like, who are the number one, number two suitors?
I mean, absolutely. Like, I do think it is Giants. I think it's also LA Dodgers, and then, of course, it's the Yankees, right? I think that the Yankees, though, it was almost not, and I don't want to, like, read too much into this, but it was a bit telling that, like, the first thing they did was get back Rizzo. Because it's almost as if, like, well, just in case we can't get Judge, at least we got Rizzo back.
At least we got Rizzo.
It's like, at least we got Rizzo, and it's like we can, like, kind of just, like, hold on to that. But, like, his family's there in San Francisco. San Francisco is a big market team. San Francisco is not as bad as, you know, the Pittsburgh Pirates of the world, and they could make a strong argument as to how, if you come here, we can be competitive in the next few seasons, right? Like, there's a lot of things going for San Fran, and you grew up around here, right?
Exactly.
So it's just, like, all of these things kind of amalgamate into like one perfect sandwich of like he might have sex with them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's our analyst. Oh my god, I can't even speak words.
Yeah.
My brain's also like half turning off here, folks. It's been a very long day. Nick can also attest to that. But speaking of the Yankees, like the Yankees are going to get someone big. they're going to get someone big. Whether it be, they're going to try and get Aaron Judge first. I firmly believe that's going to be their number one target. They have to, right? I mean,
their fan base would hate them if they didn't.
The fan base would hate them, and they really need to help out that lineup because they were number 4 in offense. I just checked it like recently. Number 4, number 5 in offense. I actually got it right here. Number 4 in OPS last year.
Right.
And they only had Judge and Rizzo and a bunch of guys that were just question marks. But without Judge, you got to imagine it's going to drop a lot. So I believe,
think about it. If you were to, let's just sort them by home runs, for instance. Sort them by home runs. So they are going to be at the top. But if you take out the 62 home runs, it's like now we're right around pushing that like top 10 area, right? That is a major fall off, like a major swing, because you're obviously not going to get 62 home runs from anybody else on free agency. No. It's not going to happen, right? Like even if you were to sign the Trey Turners of the world, there's still going to be an offensive drop off because just nobody's going to have a season like that again.
Absolutely. So they got to go target this man, bring him back, make him a Yankee for life. But if they don't, they're in a lot of conversations right now for some big names. I mean, I think you made a video on this the other day, but Yankees are checking in on DeGrom, and so we've already talked about that. But they're also checking in on Justin Verlander as well. Yeah. So it seems like, and Carlos Rodon. Yeah. It seems like the Yankees are gonna go get a big pitcher.
This is really interesting to me, man. It's like they're pivoting their strategy a bit. It's like, maybe Yankee land, they've kind of realized that, hey, it's not working getting all of these ridiculous sluggers all the time. Maybe we need to go the Tampa Bay Rays approach. Right. Maybe we need to stock up and spend all the money on elite pitchers. And let's face it, they already have one of the best rotations in baseball.
For sure, look at it right here. Well, that's a total ERA, but still.
But still, top 3. Yeah. And it's like, you got to imagine that Montas is going to have a better year coming in, starting with the Yankees. I mean, obviously, Garrett Cole's still good. Nestor broke out last year. So many dudes. Severino's fully healthy, right? You add a Justin Verlander into that, that might make up for Aaron Judge going away.
Absolutely. I mean, look, Dodgers have a great lineup. Houston has a great lineup. But here's Tampa Bay. They didn't have a great year last year, but you got to imagine the Yankees are going to be just fine because just like we looked at, they're not so far off. Maybe they can supplement it with some other guys. Maybe if they go get the big pitching, they can bring in some other guys. They bring up some rookies. This might be a bit of a transition process for those New York Yankees, that lineup at least. But, I mean, hey, with that pitching staff, I'm sure you're going to make playoffs yet again.
Well, because the thing is, they do have good young prospects chilling in the wings,
exactly.
Right? And if you have Aaron Judge and you have all these other dudes, sitting there and, kind of filling up your lineup, that's awesome. But, you're not going to be giving these other guys a chance to, potentially come out and prove themselves, right? You want to find the next Derek Jeter. You want that, right? It's maybe he's in your prospect pool right now. You need to give him an opportunity. But that would be so crazy, actually, if Justin Verlander and Garrett Cole ended up on the same squad again.
Dude.
That'd be a lot.
Dude, that would actually be quite a reunion.
That would be kind of, it's I
nice
don't want that as a
Blue
Jays fan.
Oh, my God.
But at the same point, that'd be kind of just as a baseball fan, interesting to be wow, you guys ended up at the same place.
Could you imagine going through that rotation, literally having to face Cole, then Verlander, then Cortez, then Severino, then Montas? Oh, my God.
There's never a day where you're not dealing with a potential team's number one.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Like Jordan Montgomery, who? Yeah. Who cares about that guy anymore? Literally. Tyon, get out of here.
Yeah.
Man.
It would be a situation where it's because we do our Blue Jays Today shows, right, and we predict the games. I would never be, I'd almost never be giving us the pitching advantage.
I never pick us.
Any team, I'd be well, you obviously have the series advantage. Because it's sure, my ace counteracts your guy, but then you got your fourth pitcher who's actually an ace. And
we got Kikuchi.
It'd be ridiculous. So
it's crazy.
Yankees are in on a lot right now, and that might supplement Aaron Judge going over the Giants if he does do that, folks. Also, quick shout out before we continue, guys. 100 people in here right now. Please hit the like and the subscribe button. Is it possible for us to bump this thing up to 40 likes on the stream? That would feel real good.
Absolutely. And look, we started off the stream talking about the New York Yankees, talking about the rivals. We heard a lot about the Yankees. Look, let's connect a little bit of Blue Jays news into this. So we've got some word coming out from Detroit that they are drawing a lot of interest from their bullpen guys. Now, we have heard this in the past. The bullpen guys are for sale. Tigers are trying to do a little bit of retooling because they're not so far off of being a semi-competitive team, especially in that AL Central.
Yeah.
It's pretty much up for the grabs. But we got a lot of guys here that could potentially be on the list. Look, they lost Fulmer, they lost Peralta, they lost Chafin, but they're still so deep with Jimenez, Soto, Lang, Foley. Like, there's all these guys. Do you see a possibility where maybe the Toronto Blue Jays are still, even though they traded away Tio and they got back a great pitcher in Swanson, do you think there's still an option for the Blue Jays to be trading like a catcher?
100%. I mean, like, the catchers are our pieces now, guys. Like, we did one of the outfielders. We're probably going to be hesitant to do something like that again unless the deal is just too good to ignore. But Danny Jansen's right there, baby. And I think that we talked with Ballcap Sports about this, basically saying, like, well, if you're going to trade with the Tigers, that feels like a great Danny Jansen option. That feels like something where it's like, okay, maybe we can work something out where it's Danny Jansen and Gregory Soto. Now, I don't necessarily know if that's the route that they want to go after going out and trading for the guy that we got from Seattle.
Swanson.
We'll
know him eventually.
We'll know him eventually. So blanking on his name right there. But Swanson, because we did just trade for our big bullpen piece. But if we're like, really want to double down on this thing, then there is a lot of guys in there that are like ripe for the picking.
Well, I've got a question for you. This is something that I've thought about recently. Do you think that trading for Swanson is enough and that's like our bullpen's complete now, or do you think we need more?
I think our bullpen is pretty good at this point. Like, I like a lot of the guys there. I wouldn't mind if we go out and sign another dude. Like, if we see somebody on the market like a Jimmy Garcia, whom I remember last season we signed him. We were both kind of like, But it's like maybe we see something in him, as we as in like the pitching staff, the management, everything that. Then that would be something that I'm kind of happy with because you have it right here. Jordan Romano, I like. Tim Meza, I like. Bass, I love. Jimmy, I like. Simber, I like. Richards, I don't really like, but I mean, he couldn't be good.
And then this will be Thornton will be gone.
Exactly.
It's going to be
you got Swanson in here right now. And honestly, if you are in a position where it's like you can sign another starting pitcher, for instance, then you can start to have the argument of maybe Yusei Kikuchi comes in here sometimes, right? It's like just like that is going to help us out. And Nate Pearson too. Nate Pearson's a guy that I forget about. Like, he's going to be in this. So honestly, I'm actually not that concerned about our bullpen anymore. Like, I feel like it's kind of been addressed. And as long as we don't deal with like major injuries, or like God forbid, like, because we know that bullpens can be volatile. Like, God forbid, like 3 or 4 guys just blow up next year. I think we're gonna be fine.
Right. So that is the exact same reason why I think I need just one more. Whether you're gonna trade or free agency, we just need one more. Like, I want to see like all 8 bullpen guys. Give me like low 3 to sub 3.
Sure.
Like, give me all 8, because if that happens, look, we're gonna lose some to injury. There's gonna be matchups happening. There's gonna be guys who are tired. I don't want to be rolling out all these like Richards of the world and Thorntons of the world and Kikuchis. So give me this, and I would gladly take 8. I think we're so close. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simmer's on the cusp. 5. Look, 5 with 6 with now Swanson. So give me one more, I'd say.
Right, yeah. So like we're very, very close. So that's what I'm saying. Like maybe one more signing, like I'd be good with. And that's why maybe now that I'm kind of reconsidering, I might avoid trading with the Tigers unless you can get a really good deal. And I would maybe save trading that catching asset because you only have one. You're not going to trade 2 catchers, right?
No.
I would maybe save trading that catching asset to a team where you can acquire that left-handed bat that you want in the outfield, or that starting pitcher you want to, bump down Yusei Kikuchi and the rest of them.
Yeah, I agree. And now there's another piece of news. Houston Astros, their names started to come up. I haven't heard about a lot from them. For them, like, kind of interested in a couple pitchers. Like, not really a lot. I mean, they just won the World Series.
Right. They're still partying. They're still getting drunk. They're doing what they want, and they deserved it. Fair enough.
Exactly. They got a perfect team, but they're going to miss a couple pieces. They're actually losing Michael Brantley, and he's on the free agency market right now.
They could be losing Verlander.
Right now, but like not like that matters to the Astros.
Yeah.
Like their rotation's too good. But there is some rumors that are coming out right now about them, and that's they're eyeing left-handed hitting corner outfielders. And why is this important? Well, Michael Brantley was a left-handed hitting corner outfielder, a staple of that lineup for many years.
Yeah.
But this is direct competition for the Toronto Blue Jays. There's lots of speculation that we are in on Bellinger, we're in on Nimmo, and these are guys that these guys could possibly be in on.
Yeah, for real. And as you can see, those names are pretty highlighted there. Andrew Benintendi, another guy who it's like we haven't been talking about too much. but I want to start talking about him. Because
do.
he's obviously, like, if you can't get the Nimmo of the world, I'd be very happy to pull up with an Andrew Benintendi, right? These are guys that the Astros are also going to be looking at. And especially, too, honestly, now I'm thinking about it, Andrew Benintendi would be so perfect for them because this guy, to me, like, I feel like he really resets the clock and plays a similar role than a Michael Brantley plays. You know,
I agree.
We have a good average. We get on base a lot. We work the count. You know, like that's what he does.
Yeah.
That is what he does.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is kind of like Michael Brantley 10 years removed.
Oh, absolutely. You could definitely put this man in the top of the lineup, no questions asked. And, you know, this is a guy as well. Like, I feel like he's going a little bit quiet right now. I feel like I want to get those rumors going with him. He's probably going to go after Nimmo, after Bellinger, after all these guys start getting off the board.
Kind of surprised that he's going to go after Bellinger, though. It's like,
I know.
I definitely prefer Andrew Benintendi.
I know.
Like,
I know. And also, speaking of Bellinger, just some quick little news. Yes, it is confirmed Bellinger just wants a 1 year.
Right.
So all those multi-year, that's what makes me a little bit skeptical that those rumors, I didn't think they were real to begin with, but I kind of feel like they're definitely not real because there's no way he wants that multi-year deal with the Blue Jays.
No.
It's just a 1 year deal.
No, I can't possibly imagine that he would want a multi-year deal. We talked about it yesterday, so I don't want to go too deep into this, but it's like, at 27 years old, if you can put up a good 1 year, then you're going to be 28.
Oh,
then like you could get a massive payday. Like if you were to revert back to, you know, the ceiling of, hey, like I'm an MVP sort of thing.
Exactly.
Like congratulations, like you just secured $200 million, you know, plus.
And like going back to what you were saying about how like Cody's going to go first, it's literally because of that fact. It's like, oh, let's grab this could be MVP guy who might be a little bit cheaper right now, where Andrew's going to be costing more. You know, and it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna wait, and he feels like he's gonna fall right after Nimmo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And at the end of the day, I mean, like Andrew Benintendi's ceiling probably still isn't higher than Bellinger's, because you know it's like Andrew Benintendi. It's like I feel like you know exactly what you're gonna get, which is what you're gonna pay for, and that's why he's gonna cost money, because it's like I'm gonna pay and I'm gonna get a 782 OPS, and I'm gonna feel happy about it.
Where it's like I could sky in hell is where I'm going.
Like I could literally get any outcome with Cody Bellinger here. Like I could be so happy, or I could hate my life. So.
But probably hate your life. I mean, I've been on Twitter and like. I will be honest. I was getting a little bit lost in the name of Cody Bellinger because it's Cody Bellinger. But guys, this is bad.
Yeah.
like this is bad. Just think of him as Tapia replacement. He's not solving Teoscar Hernandez. He is Tapia replacement.
Yeah, exactly. And if you walk in with those expectations, then like we're not gonna be hurt.
Exactly.
You know, it's like we're not gonna be hurt, dude. Because like when you start thinking about it, the last time he was actually good was 2019. I was a very different person in 2019. You know, so like when you start thinking about that, I'm like, that was a long time ago, man. Like,
just be what you were in 2019.
Yeah, like
I don't really
remember actually how to do that. So yeah. Any more rumors, updates, news going around MLB free agency right now?
Yeah, well, Mitch Haniger right now. So it looks like Mitch Haniger is not going to be going back to the Seattle Mariners. They just traded for Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah,
I really find it.
That's their solution. You know?
Exactly. But Dodgers, Angels, Rangers are in talks with Haniger, according to Morrissey. This feels like a good fit. Look, Haniger's a good hitter. He's been dealing with a lot of injuries.
Is Haniger a guy that the Blue Jays could be in on at all?
That's a good question.
Like,
I think he is a righty, if I'm not mistaken.
That just the reason why like we're not like to him at all? It's just like he's a righty and like...
Yeah, like that's the thing is like Blue Jays have a perfect opportunity to get a lefty.
Yeah,
you know it's like they're not going to go down this route again. Like it's been too many years. Yeah. So, but Mitch Haniger is a good player, and you know 804 OPS back in 2018. He had an 859. Like he's solid. 800. He's a low 800. He's like a Teoscar Hernandez almost. You know
exactly. He can be good if he's on the field. You just need him on the field for an extended period of time. And yeah, I mean like he put up 100 ribbies in 2021.
Yeah.
So like that is obviously the production could be there for him, and that's why a lot of teams are interested in. But it's not going to be the Blue Jays because, as you said, their bat's right. You know, like when there's so many good left-handed batters out there on the market, like you kind of need to go down that route or at least explore that before you do this,
dude. And for me, like I said it before, the Rangers this offseason feel like a team that are gonna add like people like Mitch Haniger, like. Actual guys who I'd consider fringe elite, you know, like they're gonna add them and change their lineup. Like, I think it's possible, man. Like, I'm rooting for the Rangers to go get all these dudes, man.
Right.
I don't know why. I think it's because I feel a little bit of guilt that we've ended their, like, whole franchise.
I mean, there's actually some numerous, like, YouTube videos out there right now basically saying it's like Blue Jays, you know, killed the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, we fucking murdered them.
So it's like, literally, it's like we killed them, and, like, you know, we got that. You know, it's like that felt good. But you know, I think that we can let them come back to life now.
Yeah,
you know, like they're allowed to do that. And, you know, we are in 2022 now, so like they've been dead for about 8 years.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's doing it again.
It's doing it again, bro.
One of those.
Bye.
Yeah, goodbye. So it's time for the Texas Rangers to come back to life, everybody. But I'm pretty sure that is everything news,
That's
updates
everything. That's
that
everything,
is going
guys.
on right now. So biggest news is Aaron Judge potentially to the Giants and a lot of other stuff. But hopefully things will start to pick up after Thanksgiving. So look out for this weekend. Shut up.
Go away. Why
I don't know why it's
doing
doing that, man.
now?
That is the weirdest thing ever, guys. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And go, Jays, go!